The Uninvited co-host.
The Uninvited.
Is that the sequel to the Unborn?
Unborn brings you the Uninvited.
I'm just gonna every horror movie we do. I'm just gonna use that voice.
Every horror movie that begins with un. I mean,
or the yeah.
The un something. The uncolon. No, I mean, what's up with these horror
umbrella?
Man, what's up with these ghost movies that start with un?
I have no fucking idea.
Because all so far we've had the Unborn,
right,
the Uninviting,
yes,
and what we've got is uninteresting,
uneducated,
unscary, unsensical.
Yes. Unsensical. Is that
I don't. No, I mean, what are we talking about here?
I don't know. We're talking about uns.
We gotta make new words for this kind of shit that we're seeing now, man. Now, if you thought the Unborn was some silly shit,
right? Is this some more silly shit?
This goes beyond that. I mean, this movie tries to throw everything in there.
Really?
I mean,
those the dogs. They got the inverted head dogs.
Okay. Now what we have here? Let me set it up for you.
What's this about?
Okay, you got this movie where it opens up with this girl. Mm-hmm. She's in a mental home.
Right.
Because her mother just died in a horrible fire,
and she's in a mental home
because I mean,
was the orphanage all filled up? What happened here, Corey? Explain to me.
Well, come on, her mother died. She's still kind of traumatized over it, so they put her ass in a mental hospital, and it opens up with her psychiatrist saying, "Well, guess you're ready to go out there and conquer the world. Go out there and finish life and finish what you started.
Good luck to you.
Like go out there and kiss some boys." And
the insurance ran out, and she's like, "Get
exactly.
your ass out of here.
Buy some tampons, kiss some boys, go out there and live life.
Go get laid."
Yeah. So she's out.
Yeah.
And she's thinking, all right, I'm gonna my life's gonna be good now. I'm cured.
Right.
But she gets home. First of all, her dad, played by David Stratham, who was so good in Good Night and Good Luck. I don't know what he's doing in this movie. Except that he gets to make out with the girl who plays his new sweetheart, his new tartsy tart in this movie, Elizabeth Banks.
Hey, I'd be in a movie.
Shit,
make out with that broad.
That's your paycheck right there.
Yeah,
got them lips on yours right there.
I could put it in, right, guys? Right? Is that part of the contract? I could put it in.
Fired.
What? Hey, I'm a method actor.
David Stratham was Edward R. Murrow on Good Night and Good Luck. Great in that movie. But in this movie, he ain't got nothing to do but sit up here and make out with Elizabeth Banks. Now, so the guy he plays in the movie. Now the mom just died, right? I mean, the girl's been gone. The mom the body's still smoking from the fire.
Oh boy!
And this dude immediately moves on to the nurse, the woman who was taking care of the mom. So yeah, this chick gets back and she's like, "Damn, I ain't even been gone that long. You already nailing the nurse?" So she's like, "Okay, well." That ain't going right. Then her sister comes in. Her sister's mad at her because she's like saying, "Well, you never got my letters when you in the mental hospital. I don't know why you didn't write me back." And she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So the sister's messing with her right now. Yeah. And if that ain't enough, I mean, the family's falling apart. Right. If that ain't enough, this chick is seeing ghosts now.
Oh, shit. Did she open up her cabinet and that damn ghost kid still stuck in there?
What, they talking about from the Unborn?
The Unborn, stuck in that medicine cabinet all twisted and like, "Get me out of here."
Yeah, that's the only thing that was really missing from this movie. That this chick was too young to show you some camel toe.
Oh.
Yeah. But we have it's a different thing because it not only is this a ghost, it ain't a regular ghost. I mean, but it's her mom. It's her burned up mom coming up.
Oh boy.
Her mom coming out the bed, but all charbroiled, looking like a Whopper, flame broiled. You mean, mom should have been like sandwiched between two hamburger buns and some lettuce.
Was it like the black version of Freddy Krueger?
Yeah. Hello. And like the king from not McDonald's, but the king from Burger King should have been introducing her. Like, we got the new charbroiled mom over here. So the mom comes up under the bed, messing with her daughter, and the daughter's like, "Oh shit, mom, what you doing?"
What the hell are you doing in my bed?
Yeah, what the hell?
Don't be down there. What are you doing?
Why you fucking with me? Like, hey, you should be messing with Dad. Dad's the one that got him another thing right here.
He's the one who's banging in the next room.
Yeah, you should be mad at
old time.
Well, that chick comes out from under the bed and she points a finger up over at the other house where the dad and the mom's and she's like, murderer!
Oh shit!
And so immediately,
right.
The girl, who by the way is played by Emily Browning, who I remember her being the real little girl in what was that movie with Jim Carrey?
You got me. It's been a while since I've seen a Jim Carrey.
What was that movie, man, where Jim Carrey is a Lemony Snicket? Yeah, she was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was a little girl, Lemony Snicket. She man, that girl's 21 right now, so it's safe to say that she's kind of hot.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
I have to admit, I think she's kind of weird looking, but that's just me.
I think that's what I like about her.
Okay, man. A little freaky deaky.
That's what I love.
She looks like she could be in a Marilyn Manson video or something. I don't know.
Maybe that's what I like. Little gothic chick.
And a nice tutu and big rosy red cheeks.
But okay, so anyway, she immediately goes on to tell her sister, like, now this is how they just jump to conclusions. Like, it's like she tells her sister, she says, "Hey, look, I just saw Mom and." Mom's pointing at the house talking about murder, and
she ain't looking good,
and she ain't looking too good. Mom's all burned up talking about murder, and she could only be talking about the girl that we hate, and that's Dad's new girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And the girl, her sister, who's played by Ariel Kebble or something, like another hot chick. She looks at her sister and doesn't she doesn't say things like, maybe you need to go back to the mental home, or this bitch is crazy. I mean,
what are you taking?
She said,
"You been in my shit again?"
Yeah, exactly. What you been smoking? Damn, girl, you just got home from the mental hospital.
I swear to God.
Yeah, she's like
taking my pills.
She's like, look, you don't want to start this shit again. They're gonna send you back. No, nothing like that. She just says, you know what? Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
What? And the Scooby-Doo caper unravels.
And that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a Scooby-Doo mystery going on here. Right. Look, from this point on, this movie is pretty absurd. I mean, and it's everything that we see. It's
I can tell you, it sounds like a good chunk of The Sixth Sense. At least at the one part where the ghost is throwing hints. Well, I was murdered.
Yeah, exactly. Can you help me?
So, help me, please.
Pardon me, but
get me out of this medicine cabinet.
It's like, why you coming to me? Right. You can appear to me. How come you just don't go stop that chick that murdered you? Actually, how come you ain't? What you talking to me?
Why are you scaring the shit out of me in my bed? Why don't you go fucking bother her? Come on, Mom.
You should. I want to tell her.
You were a bitch when you were alive, and you're a bitch when you're dead. I hate you, Mom. I hate you.
You say you always do this. This is why the family was screwed up before. No, but no, you thinking like, are you sure you under the right bed? Because I ain't the one that done shit around here. I just got home from the mental hospital, and you fucking me up even more. You cramping my style. But so man. Now here's the deal with this movie. It's one of those films where the story, which is a ghost story essentially, is not that strong. So what do? They go and they rely on the weird images and the jump scares.
Right.
And I'm desensitized now to the weird imagery. I mean, the whole thing where kids turn around staring at you. You got the corpse looking ghost kind of jumping out from somewhere with both hands. Help me! All that kind of. I mean, they popping up out of trash cans and all kind of things.
Crawling upstairs with their heads.
Halfway falling off him. I mean, look, if you've seen one, you've seen it before. Now, if that's your thing and it still scares you, it still gets to you.
You still find that
amusing or scary or whatever for some particular reason.
Worth my $8.
Then this is your thing.
Right.
Mainly a teenage girl. The kind of chick that was screaming at anything.
Yeah. Like that. One of the fresh teenage girls, like 12, 13, that probably hasn't seen a lot of those movies.
Yeah. I would even go up to say, like, if you're like 15, 16, and you just want to.
You shouldn't be watching those movies anyway.
Well, I mean,
you gotta wait till you're 17.
Well, it's PG-13, so.
It is?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, that's no big deal here.
They got it. They're dying to get people into this movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're a 16-year-old girl who's going in there and wants to be scared, you're ready to scream.
Right.
Alex? You scared me. I thought you were her.
I mean, you're anticipating something. I mean, the moment like a cat jumps on the screen, you're like, ah! You know what I mean? You remember like that chick when we went to go see the Unborn.
Yeah.
And I simply turned around to that girl in her in her chair and I said, "Excuse me, I think you're kicking my chair." And she's like, "Ah!" I mean, if you're ready to scream at anything, this is the movie for you.
And and more than likely she'll be at that screening too.
And she'll be there at that screening too. Somebody accidentally tap her chair.
Next time you should bite her in the leg.
However, if you're a more sophisticated audience, if this
like
is
us,
yeah, exactly. If you've seen this stuff,
you're
before,
scholars of horror.
Yeah, it's nothing new. I mean, it really isn't anything new.
Right.
Now, what this movie does is, I would tell you this much: this movie, I want to say it's a rental. And I will give it a rental, but it's some borderline bullshit, really, because there's a twist in this movie, and I'm talking about when I say twist, I'm talking about a forced twist. This is the equivalent of driving around the block just so you can go next door somewhere. You know what I mean? It's because they force a twist in here that makes everything that you previously saw that was sort of mediocre, but you kind of accept it. It makes it fucking ridiculous.
Oh, really?
I mean, they give you a flashback of everything that you saw previously in the movie. They expect you to put this shit together. See, we tricked you, didn't we? No, you didn't trick me because this shit is stupid.
Are you serious?
In the movie, man, it's two different things. They got the ghost story that's going on, but it's really a smaller part of what is sort of like
the main focus of the movie.
But the main, I mean, really, you don't even need the ghost in this movie because really what you have here is a Nancy Drew mystery.
Right.
These girls, they realize something's wrong, and then they start picking up clues. And by the way, they're doing things that the police could easily do. They're like, how come these girls can look up a name on the internet and figure out that somebody's faking something, but the police can't do this? I mean, you go on it's a fucking internet. You just typed in a name and found it, but somehow the police are like, I don't recall that person.
Right. Yeah. I never understand that either because, can you really call anybody being paid to write a script, you'd assume that they'd figure this out, but no. They just, would they hire high school kids to write this shit? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It's if I was to say, if anybody remembers these two movies, What Lies Beneath and The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, it's a combination of those two movies. And it's more like, I say, a mystery that these girls are trying to solve than it is a ghost story. They just throw that ghost shit in there to shock teenagers. Right. So, I mean, man, this movie, it's really, when it's over with, you're kind of riding with it, but when it's all done, it is so ridiculous that I want to say some more bullshit.
Corey, just say it. That's what it sounds like to me. Because you know what? I tell you what, that's the worst thing about a film, to where it strings you along, and then all of a sudden, at the very end, it throws some bullshit at you that you just assume. It's almost like you got to throw all your own logic away and just accept what you're given. And you shouldn't have to do that when these fucking movies, for crying out loud. I mean,
and the very last shot of the movie is even more confusing. I'm mad at the movie because I walked out trying to
Corey, now you can't tell me you're gonna make me rent this shit.
Yeah, because I walked out trying to think I was thinking to myself wait a minute, now I don't get it, but if I go back and put this here, dude, I was like, wait a minute, that don't even make no fucking sense. Why am I the one who has to take responsibility for this stupid stuff here?
Don't, Corey, please. Don't try to figure this shit out. Just say it's some bullshit, please.
Yeah, I think it's some bullshit. I mean, because this script is just something.
You told me, hey, co-host, rent that shit, and I watched it, and then the ending was like, what the fuck? I go, Corey, you fucking owe me some money.
Nah, I think it's some bullshit, man. So.
Yeah, just say it. Don't worry, you ain't hurt nobody's feelings. It's all right. It's some bullshit. Call it. It's a fucking ending that makes no goddamn sense. I've been a victim of that shit, and I tell you what, movies with terrible endings, no matter how great the movie is, if it has a real shitting ending, the whole movie is shit because nothing adds up to that shitty ending. That is like the capper. That is the end.
Wait a minute. What am I afraid of? I'm not the one who's getting anything from Elizabeth Banks. I'm not in the scene with her.
You ain't gotta worry. Hey, you ain't gotta worry.
She ain't having sex with me.
You ain't gotta worry about no bitch crawling up under your bed all burnt. You motherfucker. You gave my movie some bullshit. Ooh. Yeah. Hey, look over there. Murder.
Some chick coming up from under the bed looking like a rib, in the middle of the night, pointing across at me. Bullshit.
I'd have to punch her out and dick through her goddamn charred pockets. Get my money back.
I know. So that's when I have my barbecue sauce ready.
Yeah.
You don't know.
No, don't waste no barbecue sauce on her. I just keep that thing tight lid and I bang it over her head.
See, that's the thing. You come back as a ghost.
Yeah.
You know, come back as a regular ghost. Because if you come back as a charbroiled ghost around some black people, they're going to think that you like barbecued and they're going to be like some brisket.
Corey, I wasn't going to take it there, man.
But you know what I'm saying.
I know.
You come back looking like some ribs or some brisket, you're going to get your ass eaten whether you a ghost or not.
Exactly. They're going to start making mashed potatoes and corn right next to you and you're like, oh shit. You better start worrying if you're that ghost.
Boy, can you see that ghost trying to show up the wrong place, show up like at a black family reunion?
Yeah. Oh no! Where'd that grape drink come from? Oh no!
We know, Rachel. We know everything.